KILR Killer Game.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome back to the Flight Simulator 3 Coast to Coast series, where we're going from the East Coast, the Northeast, all the way to the West. We're actually kind of zigzagging around, but we're going all the way to San Francisco. There's a lot that we're going to be seeing on this tour. And this is a follow-up to the Commodore 64 West Coast to East Coast series that I did. And so we're going to be doing this again with Flight Simulator 3, but following a different route. And we're going to talk about that route right now. So here it is, the continental United States. And we are over here in the northeastern section of the U.S. We're actually in Nova Scotia, over here at Yarmouth, and now we're going to be flying over the waters, over the blue waters, and we're going to be going into the United States and landing at Bangor International in Maine. I would love to actually, for real, drive to Bangor, because I've never been to Maine, so it'd be kind of neat to get, you know, a trucking load or something that would take me up into that area. The problem is that a lot of the areas over in the Northeast for trucking were not meant for 53-foot trailers, and so they are, yeah, not very truck friendly. So. And then as far as trying to find places to park, that's a whole nother thing. But we're not trucking, we're flying, so we'll focus on that. So Bangor International 114.80, that's what we're going to tune into. And I do believe that there is an ILS, and there might actually be an ATIS message there too. I will double check on those and we will see. 114.80. Okay, so it's too far away at the moment. As far as navigation, there's nothing in that way. If we take a look at the map here, I would say, based on this, what is that, 30? Yeah. So if we departed from the Yarmouth VOR at 310, that'll get us in the right direction. So that's what we'll do. Okay, now we gotta change this ADF back to a regular thing. So let's take that off. And there we go. We got our OBI needle back, or whatever the case is. So we'll change this to 310. That's the vector we're going to be flying away from. All right. Guess it all looks good. We'll drop one thing of flaps here for takeoff flaps. And we will get ready to take off here. You see that weird graphical thing going on there? It was like there's like a little bit of blue over here, and it kind of shows up on the. It was doing that on the Commodore 64. I thought maybe it might have just been a Commodore 64 thing, but no, it looks like it does that with these Sublogic scenery discs. We just happen to be close to the ocean, so it kind of glitches a little bit. It's reminding us that there's water nearby, I think. Okay, looks good. Let's go ahead and take off from here. Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. See you later, alligator. Landing gear up. Flaps up. It's time for us to leave Nova Scotia and head to the United States. There it is, Nova Scotia. Crossing the great blue waters there till we get to the state of Maine. There's our clouds from the last flight. Go ahead and turn autopilot on. That way we can get to our height of 4,000. The needle on OBS2 is moving. Okay, so we're on our way. Got a little ways to fly. Now, the question is, how many miles is it going to be? Well, let's see if I can take a look at the map here and determine that. Looks like it could be about 100 miles. So here's the separate map for the Halifax area. Okay, here's the separate map. So I took all the Sublogic maps and I took all this out and tried to cut and paste them all together. All right, so I think it's nautical miles that we're going by, but looking at this, and here's the space here, I'd say it's roughly about 100 miles between the two. And see, here's Yarmouth. See, there's supposed to be a fuel box there, and there wasn't one. I didn't see one. Bangor, Maine. Oh, does this not have ATIS? I guess not. It doesn't have ATIS listed. Do you see that? It's got ILS, ILS 15 and ILS 33. I guess we'll land on runway 33. That's going to be the direction that we're heading. There's no ATIS though. Wow. Scenery Disc 12, and there's no column here for ATIS stuff. That is interesting. Very, very interesting. We're going to change the clouds here. We're going to make, let's see, 4600. We're using our imagination here, so now we're heading into some stormy areas. Now we got some dark gray overcast. Pretend, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so on the last flight, we were trying to get some information in regards to scenery discs 8 and 10 as far as why they were never made. Oh, wow. I'm like looking at some stuff here. Test Drive 2. Test Drive 2 had scenery discs? How come I don't remember that? I had Test Drive 2. Moby Games doesn't have complete correct information. Scenery Disc 12 they got listed for DOS, but it was made for the Amiga also. I was trying to use ChatGPT about the Sublogic scenery discs, and I don't know what list it was giving me. It was like, oh yeah, there's the Alaskan Adventure scenery disc. What? Keeps wanting to give me the wrong information. It's really annoying. So I'm having to tell it incorrect. Scenery disc 1 included Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, and Brownsville. Scenery disc 2 was Phoenix, Albuquerque, and El Paso. It's still giving me the wrong information. Scenery Disc 1, Eastern USA, covered New York. What? No! No! No, it did not! Scenery Disc number 9, Alaskan Adventure. Where is it getting this? I have never seen an Alaskan Adventure released for Flight Simulator 3. Never. Even though I point ChatGPT to a it's a Commodore 64 wiki site that lists the scenery discs, and it can't. For some reason, ChatGPT is way out here. I don't know where it's getting its information from. It's completely incorrect. I even told it, Scenery Disc number 1 includes this. Scenery Disc number 2 includes this. Now review the site again for Scenery Discs 3 through 12. And it just gives me whatever. I don't know what it's doing. Okay. We are 99 miles away from Bangor. And what is the heading to the airport? Okay, heading of 320. Let's go ahead and adjust our heading here for 320. Alright, we're at a heading of 320, locked into nav 1, 99.3 miles to go. So we've got a bit of we've got some flying to do here. Alright, let's go back to our research on scenery discs number 8 and number 10. How about please list the developers who worked on the Sublogic scenery discs. Unfortunately, I do not have access to specific information about the individual developers. Dang it! I don't have real-time access to developer credits or detailed information about specific individuals involved. The great mystery of Scenery Discs 8 and 10 may be unresolved. We may never get an answer. An official answer as to why they were never completed. multitasking here. Yeah, this whole ChatGPT thing started because in the last flight I was talking about this real weather pilot. It's a scenery add-on for Flight Simulator 4, which allowed you to download real weather data and input it into Flight Simulator 4. And it uses, it's from the DOSBox system, which was discontinued in 2018. So I was using ChatGPT to see if there's a way to convert data, like meter files, to the format used from DOSBox, so that program could be used in Flight Simulator 4. I haven't had any luck. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it work or not. I would love to be able to get it to work. Nobody's done a video on it that I've been able to find. So Nova Scotia back that direction. Not much to really see at the moment. United States is up there in front of us. Alright, so the ILS for runway 33 is 110.30. This is not too bad. We want to land on runway 33, and we're at a heading of 320 towards the airport, so we should have no problem getting lined up at the runway that we want to land on. So I've got Nav1 tuned into the ILS. I've got the DME selected for Nav2. That is the regular board there at Bangor. So we got 78 miles to go. So that's how you can change the DME for Nav1 and Nav2. There's I think you can either click on this right here, or you can press the B key and switch between Nav1 and Nav2 for that DME there. Oh, that sucks. I have to get there at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Darn it. Is that a live load? Is it? Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my load tomorrow. I gotta pick up or something. Oh, good. I don't have to try to rush it all the way out there tomorrow. it can be delivered. Good. Because it's 513 miles. This is going from Ogden, Utah, all the way out to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Which I can do in one day, but if I have to pick this up at 10 o'clock in the morning, that means it's going to be around 7, 8 o'clock at night, and it gets hard to find places to park for a truck. And I do not want to be one of those people that's parking on the side of the road, parking on a freeway on-ramp, off-ramp, all that other crazy stuff. I like to be able to plan my trips appropriately. Not do some crazy stuff. Yeah, we got time to deliver this. My goodness, are they ripping me off here? 431 miles. Okay. Looks like it's all right. It's like a total of 500 miles, just over 500 miles or something that I'm driving. I'll be driving across the I-80. I can stop and get some more Idaho spuds. Not potatoes. They're like little candy bars. "64 miles to go." The Idaho Spud. Okay, you may be wondering what the heck is that. I'm like talking about it, but I'm not showing any pictures. So let me pull up a picture so that way you can see it. Okay. This is the Idaho Spud. It's a candy bar. Alright, you can get these in Idaho, surprisingly. This is it right here. So they're good. They're pretty good. Oh, they're out of stock. $159. That's a 120 pack. So you get 120 of them. But still, Oh my word! $160. Oh Faithful, what's this? I don't know, I've never seen that before. Alright, so I'm sorry, did I upset you? Come here. Like, what happened to our sound there? I don't know. Alright. So, I typed in ChatGPT. Are you familiar with the Idaho Spud? The Idaho Spud is a popular candy bar that has been manufactured in the United States since the early 20th century. It is produced by the Idaho Candy Company, which is based in Boise, Idaho. The candy bar is known for its distinctive shape and appearance, resembling a potato. Despite its name, the Idaho Spud does not contain any potato ingredients. Instead, it consists of a cocoa-flavored marshmallow center coated in a layer of dark chocolate and then sprinkled with coconut flakes to give it a potato-like appearance. The Idaho Spud has gained a loyal following and is often regarded as a regional specialty in Idaho. Yes, that is true. My wife and her family is from Montana, and I did not know about the Idaho Spud until they told me. Because where they're from, it was close to Idaho, and they have family in Idaho, and yeah, so I learned about it from them. Let's see. What is the... I already know, but what is the name of the company that makes it? There's a reason why I'm asking that. The company that makes the Idaho Spud car is the Idaho Candy Company. Well, that's not... It said Owly on the Owyhee. Okay, so what is that? Owyhee on the package. What is that? Owyhee is not the name of the company that makes the candy, but rather a reference to the Owyhee River or the Owyhee Mountains in Idaho, which are located in the southwestern part of the state. The name Owyhee was chosen for the candy bar as a way to evoke the Idaho region and add a sense of local flavor to the product. Yeah, flavor. Get it? The Idaho... How do you pronounce it anyway? How do you pronounce that word? It's pronounced Owyhee. Owyhee. Emphasis is placed on the second syllable Y. Okay, Owyhee. Kind of like Hawaii. Owyhee. What other candy bars have they made? Okay, so they've also made the Old Faithful bar. We saw a picture of that. This candy bar features a nougat center with caramel and peanuts, all covered in milk chocolate. It is named after the famous geyser in Yellowstone National Park. The Cherry Cocktail Bar. Well, now that sounds interesting. The candy bar consists of a cherry nougat center with roasted coconut and is coated in milk chocolate. And then the Huckleberry Gems. I found those. These are individually wrapped huckleberry flavored candies made with real huckleberry juice. While not a candy bar, they are a popular confection produced by the Idaho Candy Company. This is just a few examples. Well, list some more. Certainly! Alright, so the Big Chief Bar. This candy bar features a peanut butter nougat center with roasted peanuts and isn't that like the one of the other ones we just read? The Neapolitan coconut bar, the butter toffee, the peanut cluster bar, and the mint bar. Boring! I guess it doesn't get any more interesting than the Idaho Spud, the Old Faithful bar, the Cherry Cocktail bar, and the Huckleberry Jim. Because the other ones are just kind of like, boring! Alright. Cherry Cocktail bar. Huh. When I was in Montana, I had gotten this choke berry, or was it choke cherry? I thought it was choke berry. It was a syrup. And I thought, because huckleberries is a big thing in Montana, so I thought maybe the chokeberries might be there too, but no, they're off in the northeastern part of the United States, and Nova Scotia, exactly where we're flying. And we just crossed into the United States, into Maine. Here we are. We're 43 miles away. It looks like this road here ahead of us is leading us to Bangor, Maine. Is there a choke cherry? Okay, there is choke cherries. Small, dark red to black berries that glow in clusters. Oh, this is lovely. Choke cherries are edible and have culinary uses. They should be consumed in moderation and properly processed, as the seeds, leaves, and stems of the plant contain toxic compounds and should be avoided. Well, that's lovely. They are small, dark red to black berries that glow in clusters. They have a tart and astringent taste, and their name choke cherry comes from the bitter flavor they possess when eaten raw. However, when processed into jams, jellies, sauces, or baked goods, the astringency can be reduced and the fruit is enjoyed for its unique flavor. And it was good. The choke cherry syrup was really good. So there's choke berries and choke cherries. So don't get confused between the two. Choke cherries are grown in Montana. Montana Gift Corral. Made in Montana Gifts. Huckleberry. Lotion. Huckleberry lotion. Goat's milk. Oh, that just sounds lovely. Huckleberry shea butter soap. I want food. Oh, okay. Well, I guess all they make, huckleberry jam, huckleberry syrup. Oh, these are the folks that make the Montana Bourbon Bar. I've gotten that before. Alright, they make huckleberry jam, huckleberry syrup, huckleberry pie filling. Ooh, they have a Huckleberry Deluxe gift crate. Which has jam, syrup, something else in there. Wild Huckleberry Chocolate Bar. Jumbo Huckleberry Licorice. I've got some Huckleberry Licorice. Huckleberry Coffee. Huckleberry Lemonade. Well, that sounds interesting. Huckleberry Ice Cream Topping. Chocolate Covered Huckleberries. Huckleberry Gummy Grizzlies. Huckleberry Dark Chocolate Candy Bar. A Caramel Cookie Waffles. The Wild Huckleberry Chocolate Bar. Choke Cherry Syrup. We know about that one. Huckleberry Tea. I did see that. Huckleberry Lollipops. Huckleberry Jelly Beans. Oh, I didn't see jelly beans. I need to get that. What else do they got? Choke cherry jelly. Huckleberry barbecue sauce. I have that here with me. Huckleberry vinaigrette. Huckleberry honey. I saw that. The bourbon cocoa dark chocolate bar. I've tried that. Huckleberry daiquiri mix. If you want to make yourself a stiff drink or something. Huckleberry mints. Wild huckleberry hot pepper jelly. Wild huckleberry wine slushy mix. Barefoot's Huckleberry Chocolate Bar. Buffalo Salami. Oh, yum. Montana Mountain Munch. What you eating there? Mountain Munch. I'm eating myself some Mountain Munch. Razzie Huck Jam. What the heck is that? Choke cherry tea. Milk chocolate huckleberry bonbon. Ooh. Huckleberry popcorn. I don't know if that would taste any good. The Cowboy Chocolate Bar. I remember seeing that. I didn't get it. I looked at the ingredients. I'm like, okay, what's special about this? I don't know. It makes you a cowboy. That's what it does. Huckleberry Chipotle Sauce. The espresso candy bar. Premium dark chocolate bar made with espresso. Elderberry jelly. Ooh. Well, that sounds good. S'mores Crunch. Huh. So it's like a little snack bag. You know, think of like popcorn, nuts, and stuff. And it says s'mores. Well, that sounds interesting. Horny buffalo barbecue sauce. Why does that just sound wrong? A s'mores candy bar. Sea salt orange chocolate bar by Huckleberry. Boot scootin' cranberry and green chili salsa. All right. Scoot your boots to some cranberry and green chili salsa. Woohoo! Montana moose scoochies. Smoochies. Scoot your mooch. What else? Moose grub brown ale and huckleberry barbecue sauce. Gets less interesting as I go through these pages here. Pretty much found what I was looking for. Huh. Okay. Guess I need to save that site or something. The crazy things that we go over in these live streams. So see, if you don't come to the live streams, you're missing out. Okay, we got a signal here on Nav 1. So we're 14 miles away. Turn the autopilot off. So the vertical indicator is on. There's the airport. Okay, and I can see the runway. The runway's there. So what we're doing is we're on our descent, and we're gonna try to line up here with the ILS on the runway here. What? Meow? 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 You got something to say? Whoops. Meow? 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 My co-pilot's got a lot to say. Say hi. Meow. Say hi. No, not rub your head against it. Meow. Meow. He's not going to do it now. Oh, now you say something. Yeah. Say hi. Say hi. Meanwhile, I'm like totally not paying attention to the flying. It's called distractions. I have a little kitty here that is a little bit of a distraction. That's our outer marker. Goes on forever. Five miles away. Trying to get lined up here. Oh, better put the landing gear down. That might be important. Hey, I see the fuel box. Unlike the last airport we were at that for some reason didn't have the fuel box. We got Bangor International. I'm trying to move us with the rudder, but it's like I get moved so far and then it's like it slides back to where it was. It's a little annoying. That's not too bad. There's our middle marker. There we go. You're down. Let's head over here to the fuel box. I guess it's just one runway here at Bangor International. I thought there might be like a couple of runways or something, but it's not. Okay, we're on the fuel box there, all filled up. Let's just get this turned around so we're facing the runway. Yeah, you know, we don't want to get lost or anything. Yeah, there we go. I think that's the right way. Yeah. I think that'll work. Let's go ahead and we'll shut it down here. Well, there we have it, folks. We are now in Bangor, Maine, United States. So far, we started this series off. We're at the Prince Edward Islands and went to Nova Scotia. And now we're in the United States. And we're going to be continuing our flight, but we'll be doing that on another live stream. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to Follow me on Twitch so that way you can see these flights ahead of time before they show up on YouTube, because you can see these weeks and months ahead before they show up on YouTube. And I am trying to get back to streaming if I can, especially with the flight simulator stuff, because there's a lot of classic material that I like to go through and play around with, and this is a great site and a great medium to be able to do that with, doing it on these streams and giving you folks an opportunity to interact with me as we're going through, different types of old simulators and stuff. And as far as YouTube is concerned, as far as KILR TV, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. And we'll see you on the next flight. Thanks for watching, and have a killer awesome day.